Thanks for logging on to MyFoxHurricane.com. So we've been talking about this area further out into the eastern Atlantic. Typically not an area that we watch this time of the year, but we can have some systems that some of these tropical waves that start further to the east early on in the season. They work their way onto the west. And we can get some of these that develop, and it looks like we may actually be talking about one of these scenarios. So we do have this pretty well-defined tropical wave. It's been working its way to the west here for the past couple of days, and conditions overall are really favorable. That we're going to see some development. We have a little wind shear, and we also have warming water temperatures, especially as you head further and further to the west. It is just going to continue to work its way over warmer and warmer water. So there's that possibility we could see a depression forming here over the next several days, over the weekend, first part of next week, and maybe even a tropical storm coming out of this early next week. Here's that wind shear. You can see the strong wind shear well to the north, but in the area that this wave is moving, very light winds, warm water, and it just continues to move into an area where the water temperatures are going to continue to warm up. So as you look at the clustering of computer models, you can see they're all in pretty good agreement, just basically trucking this right on towards the west. You're seeing them all really pretty much stacked on top of each other. And the reason why is you look at the Fox model. This is why. You've got this big high across the Atlantic, so everything just kind of spinning around this big ridge of high pressure. There is the area we're talking about right now. Just a cluster of some storms, just a well-defined tropical wave. So it is not a system yet, but as we zoom in on this area and watch this as we go through the weekend, you just start to see more and more organization, maybe an area of low pressure forming along this, and then it will just continue on that track to the west because we've got that big ridge sitting to the north of this system. Here's another view from the European, same idea. Big ridge sitting to the north that holds it basically on that westerly track. Now this is a long range forecast, but working its way through the Caribbean, the southern Caribbean, and basically keeping it right on that westerly track. So this is something that is likely to become a tropical depression or a tropical storm first part of next week. Next name on the list, by the way, is Bonnie, and we will keep you updated right here on MyFoxHurricane.com.